All right. So this is IELTS Speaking, part 3. We have been practicing different parts. Part 1, questions. We have a different playlist for that, and we have different playlist for part 2. And now we are creating a playlist for part 3, and also we are starting slowly to have full tests. So if you're here to practice or to listen to how you're supposed to be answering the questions in the IELTS Speaking, part 3, this is your video. Today's topic is digital identity versus real identity. We live in the world where digital life, online life is increasingly dominating. So comparing to reality, we're going to see how these questions might come. I'm trying to create these questions as the kind of question that might be a little bit different from the most common questions because we are slowly transforming into a modern world and the examinations are adapting to the present circumstances. So I thought these kind of questions might help. The first question, do you think people behave differently online compared to real life? Exactly. I think people are two people online and in real life. Most people try to look better and more than they are when they are online. Not all of them. I know some people are trying to be as real as much as possible. But think about a photo that has been shared online. People take a lot of them and trying to find the right angle before they decide that is the photo they wanted to share with their friends or families or strangers. This is not the reality of probably how these people look like. Maybe they look better or not, but in most cases, they're always trying to find the best version of themselves. And sometimes people share about their vacations and visitations to different places. When others see this lifestyle, they think this is how they live every day. Uh, some people would go to a place, take many photos and videos, and share them slowly within 5 or 6 months. And it feels like these people are always enjoying themselves and they're always on holiday. In real life, life is not perfect. People could go out and coming back tired. They don't take their photos or videos when they are super tired, or probably when they're stressed or depressed. They don't show this life. And sometimes in real life, when people are depressed, they don't have the courage or they don't have the idea of taking a camera and recording themselves. But online nowadays, you can see people are recording themselves being depressed or being sad or crying about something, which doesn't feel like a sincere occasion because for someone who is in that situation, they wouldn't have a camera and trying to record themselves doing that thing. It's really, really difficult and doesn't make sense under normal circumstances. Second question, how important is online reputation today? Well, I think when people meet or the companies want to hire you, they might ask for your online presence, especially with serious platforms that are actually used to put CVs and they're much more professionals. And in these platforms, people want to show their experiences, where they went to school, and what kind of things they like to do or involved in. Even though these online reputations or these online CVs are not uh, the truth of what really these people can achieve or have achieved most of the time, people try to make themselves look perfect. Not only about professionalism, but also the online reputation has been about having a lot of followers and a lot of people liking somebody's lifestyle. We have a lot of people who are influencers nowadays. They're getting a lot of deals out of this kind of popularity. And some people believe that the amount of money they're getting isn't enough to cover everything in their life. So they probably need another job or they have to keep on collecting more followers to be able to survive. So as we live and everyone is getting more and more online nowadays, I think online reputation is increasingly becoming more and more important. Question number 3, can social media create a false sense of identity? Yes, I think so, because I think everyone has their image of themselves in their head. So if you're trying to create a certain image, a certain thought of yourself online, maybe after some time, they say fake it until you make it. Maybe part of this profile you're trying to create online might actually affect and change your identity. If you want to identify yourself as a person who loves sports and going to the gym and recording yourself, probably after some time you might start uh, liking gyms and probably keeping yourself that way. So to have better posters, you have to have a better body. To have a better body, you have to go to the gym. So somehow some things are changing, and probably needing for likes or being liked increases more and more nowadays. People are very sensitive when they share something and nobody likes it, they feel sad about it. Under normal circumstances, people wouldn't care if the people in the streets or when they are going somewhere seeing them and not liking them, because those people wouldn't have to put a like or press a like button to show them that they are wearing good clothes. They might stare or look from time to time, and even one or two looks is enough. But online things are different. People are changing because they become hungry for the attention, and this makes people a little bit dumber compared to what people used to be in the past. The last question is about digital identity. It goes, will digital identity become more important in the future? Yeah, I believe with everything we do, we leave digital footprints, and these kind of things nowadays. For example, if you enter your name on one of these AI chatbots, you can find a lot of information about yourself, especially if your online presence is huge, or you have published something, or you have written a book, and those kind of stuff. So even people, normal people who are doing things online at a very minimal, they're leaving their footprints online, and this digital identity is going to define who they are. So if someone wants to know something about you, it's not only what you tell them. They can directly go online and Google where you are, what you live, even a salary, you know because of the kind of job you're doing and in the company that you're doing, so they could approximate how much you're earning from that company. So it's much more easier for people to find your identity because of the digital footprint that you're leaving as you use these media. But even if you don't do this with cross references and trying to compare, the chatbots or the AI tools are really good at this kind of things. A lot of information about people could be found. So the moment you have a profile online, you are exposed. So that's the end, and that was the last question of our very beautiful digital identity versus reality, or real identity. I hope you enjoyed this session, and if you have any other ideas that you'd love to discuss or you wanted to add on this topic, don't forget to leave the comment. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, open the notifications, and be ready to enjoy more and more videos about IELTS speaking part 3 while learning more about life as well. Until next time, take care of yourself and best of luck.